How do we know Judaism is the right religion? There are so many religions out there. Plus, we're in the minority. Well, first of all, let's look at it from a standpoint of how do we know it's the right one versus how do we know it's the right one for me? How do I know that I am in the right family, that I feel I have the best parents, that I'm in the best community, that I am part of a team that is the best team? Because quite often, what is best for you is not best for me, and what is best for me is not best for you. So the first thing is to be patriotic, so to speak, about who we are and to whom we belong. And the idea is for a Jew to feel that I was chosen by God to be part of this special mission and to be part of this special family. And that is something that is taught to us throughout Jewish teachings. The Torah, God, and the Jewish people are one. We're united. But to a Gentile, or even to somebody else of another faith, there is nothing to say that where they are and what their purpose is not intrinsically connected to where they need to be and to what is truly right for them, which is why Judaism doesn't proselytize. We're not looking to convert everybody who we meet, because you're okay where you are. Be proud of where you are and do as much good as you can do in the position that you were born into. However, having said that, we as Jews feel that theologically there is something very powerful about everything in which we are taught in the Torah and in our history, and something that makes it truly authentic. There's one aspect that really stands out above all, and that is the fact that there is no other religion that has an experience of mass revelation, where God revealed himself to an entire people. Every other monotheistic religion and every other even polytheistic religion has a belief that an individual received a divine connection or inspiration or prophecy from God, and that individual then passed it on to everybody else, shared their information, shared their wisdom and knowledge and spirituality with everybody else. Thus the religion was born. But in Judaism, we are the exception. That the entire Jewish people, 600,000 families, stood by Mount Sinai and heard God speak. I am the Lord your God who took you out of Egypt. And later in the Torah, it says, Moses is reminding the Jewish people, don't forget, you all heard it. You were all there. You all saw God. This is not something I convinced you. This is not something I told you is true. You all experienced it yourself. Okay, so what makes mass revelation so much more truthful or authenticated over an individual revelation? So I'm Australian. I have trouble getting into Australia right now because of the COVID restrictions. However, if I were to go to Australia and I were then to tell you, I was just in Australia this week, and I could tell you all about the things that I saw. I saw kangaroos, I saw koalas, it was amazing, I saw the Great Barrier Reef. You would likely believe me, but you would still have a choice to say, maybe he's saying the truth, maybe he's not. Maybe he's telling me a great story. Maybe he's spinning a fantastic tale about his visit to Australia. And you would approach it with a little more skepticism than maybe if I would say the following. I was in Australia with you. You don't remember? You came with me. So at that point, there is no doubt. Either you were there or you weren't there. No one could convince you that you were in a place where you weren't. Moses could never have told the Jewish people, not only am I telling you this, but you don't remember, you were there with me as well. You saw it as well. Every Jew, and we're skeptics by nature, Yisrael to Kisarisa Elamokim Vatucha, which means we are born to wrestle with God. And we're always going to question. If Moses would have said that to the Jewish people, they would have said, excuse me, we know where we were. We know that we weren't there. We know we didn't hear God. Stop trying to convince us of something that we certainly know never happened. Now you can tell us a story that you experienced God, and we'll have the choice to believe you or not. So as the religion, the only religion that has a mass revelation story for the entire people, certainly adds some authenticity to the story that if it didn't actually happen, we would not have received this transmission and this tradition from the generation to generation telling us, I was there, I saw it, I witnessed it, and I experienced it. Not just from what I heard from this great prophet or this great leader, but I'm telling you this is our story, our family's story.
If you like that video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell below for hours of the best Jewish content online.